Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soulcreek, where it is time to indulge. We arrive at the outskirts of the village. The flickering glow of a distant bonfire twists up from between the wooden shanties. The trading square has been cordoned off from the rest of the settlement to keep the Indulgence segregated. There must be hundreds of people there. Many of the clan are in attendance. You are nervous? A little. I'm not sure what to expect. You will be okay. You must stay close to me. How does it actually work? The night will start slow. There will be drinking, dancing, and talking. The drums will play. The people will take flair. Ah. So they don't just walk in and start fucking. They do not. The people tempt one another until the urge to mate is unbearable. It is like a game. I frown, a bit surprised by his roguish grin. I thought you hated the Indulgence. It is loud. It is lonely. Can't believe Dravonia makes you go. Must suck watching everyone get laid when you're not even attracted to women. But tonight will not be lonely. He bumps his arm fondly into my shoulder, then leads me into the village. So, do we just walk in, or... I don't see any guards. Oh, wait, there's Taki. We should let her know. I'm cut off mid-sentence as I spot a pair of women chatting with one another by the entrance to the village square. They're both completely topless. It takes me by surprise. Tits. Huge tits. Sorry. Look, people are talking over there. He cocks his head, confused. These tits are making you uneasy. No. It's just a little unexpected at best. Best. You are funny. You prefer to mate with males. This is why you are uneasy looking at these tits. As far as I remember, I've never mated with anyone. You have no memory. Right. Maybe I got with other humans at some point before all this? I don't know. Perhaps. But humans like to mate? Not in the same way you guys do, but we did. He takes a step closer to me and flashes his hungry teeth at me. I would like to see how much humans like to mate. Oh, well, too bad they're extinct, huh? Logan's tail thrashes wildly behind him, lowers his head slightly to my level, his throat rumbling like thunder. Then I will take the last. I wait for him to back down like usual, but he doesn't. He just stares ravenously right at me. Hey! Rat! Loken! Over here! I flinch, startled by Taki's voice. That's Taki? She is calling us. Come. He puts a huge paw on my shoulder and firmly guides me towards the raging bonfire in the village square. The searing heat of the bonfire strikes me first. I squint, dazzled by its burning ferocity. Embers rise into the night sky, gradually carried away by the cool breeze. A circle of drummers, most of them male, have assembled in a semicircle around the trading square. In the middle, members of the clan and the troop dance provocatively at one another with tribal contortions. The usual market stalls are gone. In their place are tables straining under the weight of drink, food, and other exotic substances. I suspect flair isn't the only drug being taken. Men and women are mingling, dancing, or drinking together. There are tits and balls as far as the eye can see. Aside from the occasional playful grope or lustful tangle disguised as a tempting dance, everyone is behaving themselves so far. Wow, this really is something. I hear a local grumble irritably beside me. There are many sights. I turn to him and see his jaw clenched in agitation. What's wrong? It is loud. We could go somewhere else? No, I am okay. You sure? I don't mind. Wait, is that Mia? Logan looks in the direction I'm gawping at. It is. She's the last person I expected to see dancing around with like that. With 2 guys? Damn, she's wild. You would not like 2 males? I snort, grinning at him. I'm pretty sure you'd rip any other guy who got near me to pieces. Logan flinches, trying poorly to act offended. Then he adopts his signature scowl. No. Don't give me that look. You know it's true. No. Probably best not to poke at his insecurities right now. Well, either way, I think 1 guy's enough for me. 1 big hound? Before I can nervously blurt out a response, Taki marches over to us. Hey, chaps! Get us a bev, will ya, Loken? Bev? Drink, Loken. Every fucking indulgence, I tell you that. Loken grumbles irritably. You will have the strongest drink, as you always do? Aye, thanks, puppy. I am no longer a child. Yeah, thank fuck for that. So, Rat, you gonna drink? I'm stuck here doing patrol duty for a bit. So Loken always takes good care of me. Not like that, mind. I ain't his type. He prefers snowy, stripy tigers. Taki, you are already drunk. Nah, like fuck I am. Fine. I downed a couple, so fucking what? Don't ride me ass, Loken. Do not neglect your duties. I fucking know, dog. Lay off. Okay. I will find another drink for you. He gives me a thumbs up. Taki blinks at it confused, then looks at him. The fuck is that? It's a Zephyr gesture. It means good. And the honey badger grimaces at me. I just shrug my shoulders, smirking. So, where does all the alcohol in Alayla come from? The brewers at the Razorbacks produce the best drink. Aye. If you're gonna trade for booze, get some Razorback booze. Of course, anytime a mating troop pulls up, you always get the good shit. Do they make alcohol too? Oh, nah, but they travel to every clan and pick up lots of treats, then share it with the others. This is true. The mating troop is an insight into the cultures of other clans. I frown. I didn't think the clans were that different from one another. There are many differences. No 2 chieftains direct their clan in the same manner. Hell, us lot are considered a bit eccentric with how close the chief is to the autumn monks. Anyway, go grab yourselves a bev too. Don't forget mine. She waves at us as she stomps off to her patrol. Loken turns me by the shoulders and points me towards a table overflowing with cups, mugs, and barrels. You will drink? I'm not sure I should tonight. I'd rather check with Bite first. I move past Loken and head to the table, trying to inspect the barrels to discern what might be inside. The lustful games of courtship all around us continue as the crowd gets denser. Though Loken and I mostly pass through unheeded, the occasional distrusting eye or curious glare getting shot my way has me on edge. Man, it's pretty crowded. They are looking at you? I'm used to it. He growls. I sense his guard dog anxiety over me starting to stir. It's fine. Just ignore them, okay? I'm here with you. You are. We reach the tables. Dozens of cups have been pre-poured. I pick one up and sniff, but the stench of pungent alcohol makes me gag. Whoa, this is strong. You could kill a small human with this. Which one should we get Taki? Behind me, Loken doesn't answer. Loken? What should... Yeah! I'm taken aback when I suddenly feel 2 firm paws grasp my shoulders. Loken lowers his muzzle down to the side of my head. My body fizzes with anticipation as he presses his body into mine. I try to keep my cool, but he's never been so physically forward. Hey there, big guy. Hello. The tip of his nose brushes my ear and he sniffs me. I tussle with him meagerly, completely aflutter. Hey, what are you doing? You must be clean for the Indulgence. I showered earlier. Hell, I don't mind. I chuckle nervously, leaning back into his hold as his sniffing snout brushes the side of my face. But then I remember where we are. As much as I'm enjoying his affection, I'm self-conscious of being in such a public space like this. Loken senses my unease and backs away very slightly away. You are uncomfortable. I will stop. There's just a lot of people around. I feel his chest rumble and he pulls me gently back into him, hands on my shoulders. It's like being coddled by a firm, fluffy cloud. Alex, do not worry about them. You are here with me. I blush. Won't they judge us for both being guys? Perhaps. But Travonia is our chieftain. She does not mind this. I only wish to enjoy this night with you, Alex. You are a good human. You have made things good. His paws squeeze my shoulder. We've been touching each other a lot lately. It's starting to feel familiar and right. I just like being close to him. Oh, there you are. I jolt as I hear Orion's booming voice, and I jump away from Loken's hold somewhat reluctantly. I was looking for you two. Draconi clan doesn't feel complete without its infamous Black Runner. Of course he's butt-ass nude. The tiger claps Loken gregariously on the shoulder. Loken smiles fondly, whilst doing an admirable job of keeping his eyes on Orion's face. Orion, your troop is ready for tonight? See for yourself. The tiger gestures to the party around us. It's subtle, but I feel like the pace of the Indulgence is already accelerating. I see men fondly tantalizing the women with various seductive strategies. The drum circle has become louder and the dancing more provocative. Everyone feels ready. The raw hunger is palpable. Frankly, I'm amazed these bipeds are able to hold themselves off for so long. They're doing their job, and they're doing it well. What about you, Loken? Will you be partaking with Alex? My face burns. Even Loken seems to be agitated. Orion, the Indulgence is not the human way. I'm sure he'll pick it up. You still have the gift I gave you, Alex? Loken's ears flick. Gift? I feel my face burn. Yeah, I have it. Then use it, both of you. It'll help Alex do things our way. You're one of the clan now, Alex, so partake. If Loken would rather not, there are plenty of others who would. No, he is mine. Loken grabs me by the shoulders. I yelp, almost losing my balance. He pushes me behind him and snarls viciously. Alex is mine. He is my salvage. I will show him, nobody else. I sigh. To be fair, he lasted longer than I expected him to. Loken, stop. I just need to be firm, but compassionate. Back down now. I am sorry. I reach and pet his arm, giving him some affection but keeping my voice strict. Take it easy. I'm not going to leave you, I promise, but you can't keep doing this. Okay. Orion huffs sympathetically. I imagine he has some experience with Loken's issues too. It's okay, Loken. I think Alex would rather stay with you. Besides, everyone saw you checking his scent. They see that you're claiming him tonight. Wait, that's what that display was for? Hell, I wouldn't put it past Loken. The hound growls, arms folding indignantly. No, I was only checking his scent. He must be clean for the Indulgence. Of course, Loken, of course. Well, I'll leave you boys to it for now. He gives me a wicked grin, then whips his tail around and stalks off into the crowd. I'm worried that Loken's good mood has dropped like a stone in a pond. You okay, big guy? When he doesn't reply, I step in front of him and fondly stroke his arm. Hey. Alex. He seems to perk up again quickly. I am okay. Then his ears flick at me curiously. Orion gave you a gift? I wince. I'm actually pretty worried he's gonna be mad that I didn't tell him earlier. Sort of, yeah. He, well, he was telling me about the Indulgence and rather guiltily I plunge a hand into my back pocket and tug out the small leather pouch Orion gave me earlier, holding it out to Loken. With a frown, Loken takes it. He holds it up to his snout and sniffs. This is Flair. Orion gave this to you? He said it would help me feel less nervous about, well, about you. I anxiously put my hands into my hoodie pocket, my cheeks burning. Loken stares at the package, then at me. He's got his usual cock-eared frown on. Then he steps closer and puts a hefty arm around my shoulder. I'm enveloped by his presence. Alex, humans like to mate? There's something completely adorable and alluring about the way he flirts. It's so blunt and unrefined. I love it. Yeah, we do. Then Loken encloses my hand in his paw and turns it upward. With a playful growl, he drops the pouch of Flair into my grasp. We should take it. What? It will be fun. Doesn't this stuff make you really horny? We will take only a small amount. We will retain our senses. My heart thumps when I realize I'm actually considering this. Loken's made it clear he wants something to happen, but how far would things go? If I take it, we'll surely have a spicier evening. But I'm also enjoying his calmer, more affectionate flirting. You really want to do this? It is your choice. It does not matter what you choose. We will still enjoy this evening. I look around at the crowds, all of them gearing up to drop their cultured sensibilities and descend into raw, primeval lust. I imagine myself like that with Loken, abandoning my humanity. I think I'm gonna do the not take Flair because I'm actually just kind of curious what it looks like, because it's, you know, you do it the first time and you definitely take the Flair because duh. So let's just not. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Okay. Loken takes the pouch from my hand. We will return this to Orion. We will not partake in the Indulgence. Whoa, wait, I stepped from his embrace and turned to face him. I'm not saying I don't want to be with you tonight. Explain? I like you, Loken. I'm allowed to say that at the Indulgence, right? I think you're great. I've sort of been wondering what it'd be like to get, you know, closer to you. Loken's tail thrashes happily from side to side. You are meaning this? Yeah. We can still enjoy the night without Flair. I also wish to enjoy this night with you. You are sure you wish to be closer on this night? I smile. Yeah, I'm sure. Then tonight, Alex, you are not my acolyte. His voice arouses my senses. It's so slow and soft, yet intensely fierce. You are just little human. He takes a heated step closer, and his teeth glint as he grins eagerly down at me. And I will enjoy you, little human. I blush, and once again I feel like prey being teased by a hungry predator. It's exciting. Loken. We both recoil. From the distance, Dravoni's powerful voice shatters the moment. I look over and see the saber-toothed chieftain beckoning Loken over. The hound steps away from me, growling moodily. I can't blame him. I feel like I've just been snapped out of a trance. Our chief is inspecting the event. I will go and speak with her. Oh, okay. You will take Taki her drink. I will speak to our chief. And then... Loken aggressively tugs me back into his grasp. I'm pressed right into the hound's chest. He bears his wicked grin down at me. I will have you, little human. My face slides against the soft fur on his chest. Behind me, I feel his fingers splay out firmly on the small of my back, just above my butt. I shut my eyes, enjoying his grasp, and inhale. I catch his scent, his real scent, thick but sharp, like salted seawater. It's intoxicating. It sounds good. But just as I'm getting comfortable in his arms, the hound steps away and marches off to find Dravonia. He leaves me a quiver by the drinks table. Wow, I didn't think he'd start acting so forward so quickly. Grinning to myself, I pick whatever drink I think looks strong from the table and meander over to the parched honey badger. It doesn't take me long to find her standing guard near the village square. Thanks for the drink, Rat. Enjoying the Indulgence? I look around at the scene as I hand Taki her drink, overwhelmed by all the sights and smells. The drum tempo is steadily increasing, the bonfires being fueled by heaps of discarded clothes. But still, people are mostly holding their urges back. The suggestive groping has evolved into bodies being smeared together with rising passion. But there's no sex. Yet. It really is like a game. Everyone is just waiting until the tension breaks and the tribe gives way to mindful lust. It's something. Seems a bit subdued right now. Ice your balls, boy. It'll heat up later. Mia certainly looks like she's having her fun. She's got 3 guys on the go now. Yeah, gotta watch for that girl. Wild one. Later, she'll be pumped up to the eyeballs. Ugh. And people say Loken is poetic. Hey, have you seen Orion? Nah, not me. Why, you want to suck his cock? Don't blame you. My eyes roll. No. I just have something for him. You tight little human butthole? Hilarious. I'm only jostling with you. I saw you and Loken just now. You saw that? No shit, Rat. Everyone saw. Should have guessed little humans were gonna be his type. But he's been waiting to pounce on you since he plucked you out of Devil's Crag. Ah, here's the tiger now. Get over here, White Stripes. Orion turns from the crowd of women he's entertaining and grins, strolling over to us. Orion, you fucking bitch, give me a kiss. The nude tiger laughs, folding his arms nonchalantly. And where would you like it? Ha! This fucking guy. We hooking up later? That'll be something for me to brag about. Orion puts his arm around Taki's shoulders and grips her tightly. The meager Orion of the Ghostlands, knocked on his back by the infamous Badger of Carmine. The moment Orion calls her that, Taki's boisterous demeanor melts like snow under sunlight. Her raucous cackle blurs slowly into a forced smile, and her stance loses its usual self-assurance. Orion and I both sense her shift in mood straight away. The tiger lets go of her, wincing apologetically. Sorry, Taki. I shouldn't have called you that. It was insensitive. It's fine, Tiger. Don't worry. It's just been a while since I heard that name. The honey badger blows a raspberry and waves off his concern off. I hadn't considered. Forgive me. She waves his concern off again with an exaggerated flair. Quit bawling, Stripes. I'm fine. It was a long time ago. Look, I gotta go check the other guards are doing their jobs proper. I'll catch you both later, eh? Of course, Taki. Yeah. See you soon. Taki nods to us both, then hurriedly marches off into the party. I'm left with Orion, wondering what just happened. The Badger of Carmine? Orion shakes his head. Taki has quite a reputation, even outside of Alayla. It's not my place to tell that story, though. I nod, deeply curious but trying to stay respectful. There's more to Taki than I thought. Oh, you can have this back. I take the patch of flare from my pocket and hold it out to Orion. He takes it, head tilting curiously at me. So you're feeling confident enough without it? Yeah. Whatever happens between Loken and I tonight, I'll just let it happen naturally. Then it sounds like you'll need to go find him. I know he wants to miss the opportunity to play with you. Yeah, maybe. Just wanted to say thanks for all the advice and stuff. Alex, I'm a troop leader. Encouraging all this is my job. Besides, I want Loken to be happy. So go, make each other happy. Before I can utter a retort, Orion turns around and wanders off into the masses. Immediately he's set upon by the attention of others. I guess he's right. Tonight is about Loken and I. Left alone, I begin scanning the crowd. I spot Travonia, but the hound isn't with her anymore. Where'd he get off to? It doesn't take long to find the hound by the bonfire. He's standing with arms folded, head rotating slowly around. I assume he's looking for me. Feeling confident, I sneak up beside him and affectionately bump into his side. Hey. Loken jumps, startled. Alex! I nestle into him, tucking myself under his arm. The heat from the bonfire bathes us pleasantly. He chuckles, curling his arm around my shoulder and tugging me into his side. Little human. Big hound. You are enjoying the Indulgence? I look around us. The dancing is becoming more intense, and people are yelling loudly as the beat reaches a chaotic pace. Almost everyone is nude. Seems like it's heating up. With barriers between us breaking down, I shamelessly lean my head against his massive form. His chest rumbles happily, his arm compressing me into him. We go quiet. I could almost doze off, just standing here like this in front of the fire. It's a sweet moment. My eyes almost lull shut until... Look! There are tits everywhere! I snort with laughter. Way to break the mood. There are also many bollocks. I really need to stop teaching you these words. He looks down at me. I look up at him. There's a moment's pause. So, what happens now? I mean, everyone's having a good time. Do we just watch, or... I yelp as his staunch arms encircle me. His paws meet at my belly and he tugs me right back into him. The back of my head nuzzles into his chest and I groan happily. We enjoy this night, little human. His muzzle is right beside my ear. I shudder at his hot breath as his hot breath blows against the side of my face. His voice lowers to a snarl. I think you want more of this. All around us, the drums seem to get louder. The dancing crowd begins moaning and crying with increased intensity as the flaming bonfire soaks me in humid heat. This feels nice. The soft vibrations of his chest against my back make me shiver. Feeling me grinding back into him, he slips one of his huge paws beneath my top and brushes his fingers against my bare skin of my stomach. Ah! You still wish to get closer? Yeah. His paw travels further up, his pad pressing into my belly and then up to my chest. Oh man, he's never touched me like this. Trying to ignore the obvious crowd around us, I decide to let him explore me. This is close enough for you? Yeah. You could get even closer if you want. As Loken grinds into my back, I suddenly feel something hot and hard prod into my lower back. Whoa, Loken. Alex. Humans like to mate? I bite my lip, my cheeks burning. The sound of yelling and drumming becomes blurred as I sink into his arms. Humans love to mate. That is good. There's a sudden wet smear against my cheek as he abruptly licks the side of my face. I laugh, tilting my head and smiling at his affection. All around us, I sense the indulgence about to reach its peak. The teasing is over. It's about to begin. Humans love to fuck. I've glimpsed the side of him before, but it's so much more intense than I imagined. Even now, it feels like he's holding himself back. We do. You are human. Yeah? Then you love to fuck. Maybe I do. I just lean back into him and let him toy with me, totally giving into his curiosities. Eventually, one of his paws starts to drift downward. The drums are deafening. His fingers dip beneath the hem of my leggings, barely an inch from my waistline. He steps away suddenly, letting me go. I'm broken from my heated trance, almost losing my balance. Huh? Loken, what is it? The drums reach a crescendo, and blasts into a deafening rhythm. The dancers abandon all sense of rhythm and order. Piece by piece, they strip what remains of their clothes and throw them into the fire. It is too loud. Oh, want to move somewhere else? Water, now. The hound abruptly staggers off through the crowd, leaving me perturbed and concerned. Loken, hey, wait up! I follow Loken as he hurriedly leaves through the crowded square. I call to him several times, but he ignores me and carries on marching away from the Indulgence. We end up in the opposite district, near the farms, where it's much quieter. The hound drops to his knees by one of the water taps built into the wooden huts. With zero hesitation, he turns it on and plunges his head beneath the billowing stream of cold water. I wince, keeping my distance as droplets splash me. After a few moments of dousing his entire face, he sits back and leans against the wall, panting. His head fur is absolutely dripping. I approach him cautiously, concerned. He runs his paw through his waterlogged fur. I'm wet. He shakes his head madly, spraying droplets in every direction. I bring my hands up to my face to defend myself. Hey, watch it, hound! I laugh at his antics. He eventually stops flailing and leans his head back against the wooden hut. I sit beside him, eyebrows raised in worry. It got pretty loud back there, huh? It is better here, with you. Leaning against the wall next to him, I lightly pet his upper arm to try and comfort him as I usually do. That is feeling good. You like having your arm rubbed? I do. Have you got any other spots? Spots? Places you like being petted? He seems hesitant at first. I'm about to offer him some reassurance, but then I hear his throat rumble with affirmative content. He takes my hand in his own and places it gingerly behind his own ears. I laugh. Your ear rubs, huh? Who'd have thought? With a firm grasp, I dig my fingers behind his wet ear and give it a firm scratch. His eyes roll backwards and he smiles in angelic bliss. His flexible ears bounce back every time my fingers graze them. I weave my fingers into his waterlogged head fur, checking for his reaction. His throat thunders with happy growls. His mouth is very slightly ajar. Do not stop. I can't stop myself chuckling. He's loving this. Who would have thought he could be such a puppy? You're so cute. His eyes flicker open, scanning me up and down. Little human? He tugs me closer. I yelp and end up kneeling next to him, just short of sitting in his lap. I put my hands on his chest to support myself. My face is level with his muzzle. I realize suddenly now how rare it is for us to be at the same height like this. Hey there, big guy. Alex, there's nobody else here. Nope. His paw settles against my side gently, fingers kneading into my abs, through my top. Unable to resist touching him, I tentatively reach for his sculpted stomach. Can I pet you there? Mm-hmm. His pelt is thicker here, becoming fluffier as it goes below his belly button, and further. You're soft. His paw tightens around my waist, and he pulls our midsections together. Our eyes lock together. Do you guys kiss? The hound takes the hint and leans closer. His nose bumps lightly against mine first, and I twist my head ever so slightly to fit the shape of his muzzle. It feels odd, feeling my cheeks brush against his face fur. At first it's slow and steady, like two hands nervously joining fingertips. Just the single, soft pulse of his warm lips against mine. Despite the canine design of his face, it somehow works. I feel the coarse vibrations of his chest as he growls. His fingers dig into my side and he kisses me again. I match the serene flow of his lips. It's so good. I never imagined he'd be such a good kisser. Given the shape of his muzzle, I didn't think he'd be able to kiss me at all. Even gently like this. He pulls away from me, but then nudges his snout into my cheek and inhales deeply. Bathing in the moment, I shut my eyes and lean my head against his snout. Alex. Yeah? You are a good human. You too. I feel his paws move behind me, then slide down. I yelp as they grasp my backside again, and his chest vibrates lustfully. I want this. My butt? Yes. Out of nowhere, Loken twists his snout down to my neck and laps his tongue across my cheek. I flail and tussle him weakly off, snickering. You and your tongue. You are tasting good to me. Planning to make me your next meal? I am planning that. Wow, that look has such an intense power over me. Alex, you are ready to return to the Indulgence? Are you sure? It was pretty loud. I am sure. We will sit together by the fire. Ah, yeah. That sounds nice. Might give your head a chance to dry, too. Come. His paw finds my shoulder and he guides me from the floor and back to the Indulgence. We don't speak. I just lean against him fondly. By the time I return, the village square is illuminated only by the auburn glow of the bonfire. Shrouded by opaque darkness, the Indulgence has reached its peak. Groups have formed where men and women have given totally into the debauchery, with very little art or civility in the act. It's ferociously primal. I hear the depraved, feral baying of bipeds in the throes of the moment, and see entwined furred bodies tangled in a torrent of passion, barely visible in the dim light. No words are spoken, only howls, growls, and snarls. Those getting senselessly pounded are mostly on their hands and knees, feverishly slammed by frenzied breeding partners. It's all liquefied by the burning, tropical aura of the bonfire. As Loken casually leads me closer to the flames, it's hard not to feel swept up in all the condensed, searing passion. The hound sits, cross-legged, in front of the fire. He closes his eyes. I can't tell if he's ignoring it all or absorbing it. I sheepishly sit beside him. This is really something. My knee bumps against his. The husky's white fur is tinged with orange. I see the hint of a smile on his muzzle. I open my mouth to speak, but I'm briefly distracted by the sound of someone climaxing behind me. Loudly. You guys really don't hold back. Logan shuffles a little closer to me, then lifts his arm over my shoulders and pulls me warmly into a sideways grasp. Smiling happily, I nestle beneath his arm. The heat of his body and the bonfire in front of us melts through me, like the waters of the hot spring. When the indulgence happens like this, I am alone. But I am not alone tonight. This is good. I'm glad you were here with me, Alex. I'm happy to be here with you too, Logan. My head falls lightly against his chest. The hound looks around at the indulgence, the choir of pleasured cries and tempting sights just washing over him. We sit silently for a while, despite everything going around us. You're really not bothered by all this? It is not as loud when the indulgence begins, and I have witnessed these sights many times. Here we are having an affectionate cuddle by the fire while everyone around us is breathing furiously like beasts in heat. And yet, I don't feel weird. Logan is with me. We're in this weird spot together, at the indulgence, but not quite part of it. So, when you and Orion got together, you did it here? With everyone else? We did not. I preferred to be alone. He respected that. I don't blame you. I don't think I could even get nude in front of everyone. I see his ears flick pensively and he narrows his eyes in deep thought. What? You are funny. Why? I am not shy like you. Pfft, come on. You'd be okay being nude in front of your whole clan? In front of Javonia? I would. Even then. I don't know what comes over me when I immediately blurt out my next thought. I don't believe you. You are thinking I am dishonest. You just don't seem like the type to get into all this. You're too... modest. He flinches, head cocking to the side. And then he shoots me the mischievous grin I'm growing to love. Yeah, what are you... Quite suddenly, the hound pushes me away from him and gets up to his feet. He turns, facing me. I blush, my head at crotch level with him. Wait, I was kidding. With a teasing smirk, the hound grabs the strap around his chest and clicks it open. He tears it off, and his leggings drop down to the ground. I gawp, staring at the husky as he sheds most of his clothing and stands before me, with only his loincloth clinging to him. He beams smugly at me, arms spread wide in challenge. I gulp, sulking in the sight of him, my cheeks turning red. You still believe I am modest? The hell's gotten into him? This is the last place I expected him to get playful with me. Not that I'm complaining. I like it when he's having fun. It's so rare, it's even funnier when given where we are. Caught up in his weird sense of humor, I smirk and point coyly to his loincloth. Well, technically you're still wearing that, so... The husky folds his arms impishly at me. This is a ruse, Alex. You only wish to see me undress. Hey, you're the one that started stripping in front of me, big guy. If you wish to look at me, then you must undress first. That is the game. I narrow my eyes, gesturing at the scene around us. I'm not exposing my bare human ass to this lot while they're all mid-pork. Aside from anything else, if I play his game, would I really be ready for him to see me naked? Then you are a modest coward. I glare. But did you just call me dog? He steps closer, baring his teeth playfully. A coward, human. You will not undress, but I will. So I am the winner of this game. Oh, hell no. It's on, mutt. Oh, shit. The damn button on my stylus that it's too easy to hit. Get rid of that. Here we go. I don't remember if I read that. Oh, hell no. It's on, mutt. Fine. I don't know if it's the spirit of the Indulgence or more likely feeling more comfortable around him than I ever have been before. In defiance, I jump up in front of him and tear my top off, throwing it aside. I stand, bare-chested, glaring proudly up at the grinning husky. No, you are still clothed. Can't believe I'm doing this. Determinedly, I fix my eyes to his, tug the waistband on my leggings loose. With a flick of my legs, I let them fall to the ground and stand, butt-ass naked in front of Loken. Caught in the heat of the moment, I just spread my arms and glare unchallengingly at the hound with a satisfied grin, copying his earlier gesture. There! Behold, the last human dick. For a moment, he stares, shocked. Then I see his eyes, captivated by me, his chest beginning to rumble and his teeth glint in the firelight. You look good like this, Alex. I feel my face burn, arms folding over my chest indignantly. It's not like you haven't seen it before. Come on, your turn. Loken's eyes narrow confidently. He hooks a thumb around the hem of his loincloth and tugs it off. Whoa. Well, fuck. He's gorgeous. We make eye contact, and I see his upper jaw quiver in a hungry snarl. Hey there, big guy. Little human. So. Now, you are as I want you. Just as he takes a step closer. Ahem. Both Loken and I whirl around in shock. Trifonia is standing right there, arms crossed in amusement, a faint smirk carved across her face. I immediately make a vain effort to cover myself. Chief. Having fun? Yes. I frown at Loken, who doesn't seem at all fazed standing in front of her with his junk out. In fact, he steps over to me and once again curls an arm around my shoulder. I'm tugged back into his sideways embrace. My whole naked body is pressed against his. I want to enjoy it, but Chief is right there. Oh, fuck. We were just messing around. I stumble over my words, burning beneath the Chief's amused judgment. Alex is proving to me that he is not modest. No, I wasn't. I was... Fuck. Giovanni rolls her eyes. I see. Well, point made. Alex is not modest. I'll leave you both to it. Loken, try and be respectful. Chief. The saber-toothed tiger turns her back to us, chuckling softly, then leaves us standing there, naked and flustered by the bonfire. I frown up at Loken. Why did she say that? We are misbehaving at the Indulgence. It is disrespectful. I snort. Because we're nude at an orgy? We are mocking the Indulgence. Should we get changed again then? Loken's arm tightens around me. Once again, I'm rocked by that happy vibration of his aroused growl. I snicker, nestling beneath his arm. No. Loken lowers his muzzle to my shoulder and he smears his tongue fondly across my cheek again. Hey, is licking a hound thing? It is. So I'll expect regular tongue baths from you? Tongue baths? Yeah, never mind. Okay. I've almost completely tuned out the ravenous orgy taking place around us. All I care about is him and his embrace. Alex. Yeah? Kiss. I chuckle fondly, then turn to face him and place my hand flat against his bare chest. He leans down. Given our height difference, he needs to lean down quite a bit, but he manages. His muzzle tilts to the side and our lips lock together again. It's just as wonderful as it was before. This time his kiss is greedier. I hear his eager growls and feel his paw sliding to my sides. Feeling his nude, furred body against mine is amazing. The silken brush of his pelt and the firm bump of his sheath prodding against my belly. To my surprise, I feel his huge, flat tongue slide against my mouth. Damn, he can be a messy kisser. Not that I mind. I push my smaller tongue against his. Logan eventually pulls his muzzle away, holding on to me tightly. Alex. Yeah? We will return home now. I blink, surprised. Really? I wish to be alone with you. I wonder what his intentions are. I like the sound of that. As interesting as the night's events have been, I'm far more taken by everything that's happened between Logan and I. But how far will he want things to go? Still ignoring the raucous orgy taking place around us, Logan and I fumble around for our clothes and hurriedly put them back on. I'm disappointed to see him clothed again, but I suspect he plans to tear them right off as soon as we're back at the lodge. Nobody pays us any mind as we leave the Indulgence. The heat of the bonfire behind us fades away. Side by side, we wordlessly exit the crowded village streets and head towards the forest. He has his arm around my shoulders. I lean my head against his side, enjoying the warmth against the chill of the alpine breeze. However, just before we reach the lodge, his mood drastically changes. Alex. Yeah? You... Are you okay? I am. Tell me. But he doesn't tell me anything. He just looks down. He just looks sad. I frown. Logan, talk to me. I do not know. I frown, concerned. This seems to have come from nowhere. I didn't say anything. We were just walking home silently. We stop walking. He's staring straight ahead. Unsure how to reach him, I just pet his arm comfortingly. Take your time. He doesn't reply for a long time. You are... There's another long pause. Meaning it? Meaning what? Meaning it. Tonight, you are... Meaning it? Poor guy can barely string a sentence together when he's anxious, but I think I understand. Logan. He finally looks down at me. You're a good hound, and I like you. I mean it. You are certain? He really does need constant reassurance. I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck with me, big guy. After another long stretch of silence, I eventually feel his tail swaying. You are also stuck with me. I slide my hand up to his paw. He takes it, and my small hand is encapsulated by his. So what happens next? After tonight, will we still... He frowns for a moment, then looks away. The Indulgence will end. Oh, but I had fun. I also enjoyed this night. So let's not stop. Logan catches my uncertain look and grunts. Oops. It would not be proper. There's a pause. You know how my people did things on their own terms? We could try that. This would not upset you? As long as it doesn't upset you. I also want more. Despite his assurance, he still looks away anxiously. What if we had another Indulgence, just for us? We could have one every day. The clan would judge us. Then we won't tell them. It's not like we're in love or anything. And we'd just be having fun, right? Alex, I do not think... He's really not comfortable with this. I shouldn't push him out of his comfort zone. It's not his way. Well, whatever happens, the night isn't over yet, is it? He glances sideways at me, and I hear his chest rumble as he steps closer. It is not over yet. I grin bashfully at his playful grasp slips up my shirt. His paw pads rub against my shoulders and chest. Inside, we will enjoy the rest of this night. He ushers me towards the lodge and hurriedly leads me inside. It's close to an hour. We'll get to the private time with Logan next time. So I hope to see you then. Bye.